Risk number 6 is state capitalism with American characteristics.
President Trump has told the Wall Street Journal, a lot of people would think that the US government taking stakes in American companies isn't American. He says, actually, I think it's very American. Indeed, for many decades now, the presumption was that the Chinese would learn from the United States, that they would become more oriented towards the free market as they got wealthier, as their economy became more integrated with the global economy. In the last several years, it turns out that the United States is taking a page from China. Systems are, of course, radically different, but the US is saying more industrial policy, a heavy-handed US government that increasingly picks winners and losers for purposes of national security, for purposes of bringing manufacturing wealth to the US, and also because they can, because they're powerful. This state capitalism is about taking stakes in individual corporations. It's about putting your thumb on the scale to create winners and losers that are more aligned with the US government politically, and in some cases with the US president politically and individually. And it's also about using US power to get other countries around the world, if they want access to the American markets, to commit to spend hundreds of billions of dollars in individual deals that will bring those investments into the United States with political preferences by the president and his administration. There are costs to state capitalism. When the government is picking winners and losers, you tend to get less efficiency, you tend to get more kleptocracy, you certainly tend to get less productivity, and the capital doesn't return as much. This is uncertainty. It's political uncertainty for investors. That doesn't lead to massive capital flight because the United States remains the biggest game in town, the strongest game in town. But it does mean that shareholders don't do as well. And it does mean that if you are thinking about how to invest in the United States, you're increasingly having to bring the state capitalism lens inside. When we started Eurasia Group back in 1998, the United States was hardly a risk in this environment because you just wanted to make sure you got the business case right. You needed the McKinsey types, you needed the economists, you needed the business people first and foremost. You didn't need the political scientists. Increasingly, you do need the political scientists, and sometimes more importantly, you need the lobbyists. And that, of course, comes with a cost.